Hello everybody and welcome to the lost but not forgotten Android gaming news. Your one and only gaming news source. Maybe that's an overstatement, especially since my gaming news videos have been missing in action. Rather than try to catch up on all the news I've missed, I'll just talk about more recent news stories. So enjoy this gameplay footage of Ailment while I dish out the dirty deets. First up, Fallout made in China. It looks like the hugely popular Fallout Shelter is getting a sequel. That's awesome news for the Vault fans, unless you live anywhere outside of China. It turns out the game is only going to release there, and there is no word on a global release. Maybe you wouldn't even want it to release elsewhere anyway, as it turns out the game is an MMORPG with gacha mechanics, because of course it is. From this early beta footage, you can still build the ultimate vault, yet now you can go on side quests, as well as team up with others, even a PvP mode. I always wanted to become a bandit raider. While I can see why they changed its mechanics, I don't think this sequel will benefit from it. Then again, I might be out of touch with the Chinese market, and this could be the best thing since Fallout 76. The more I see of this footage, the more I am intrigued. I'll keep an ear out in case we get a global release. Until then, keep playing the original Fallout Shelter, if you're one of those dwellers that still does. Next up, Google locks up loot boxes. Google has implemented stricter rules when it comes to loot box purchases. Developers will now have to list the odds of receiving items in a loot box. It's a great idea. However, I am not sure it will be as effective as they hope. For example, a lot of games with in-app purchases don't necessarily present themselves with loot boxes. However, the policy does state that it has to be any purchase that involves randomization. I hope this will make developers change their tactics for the better, maybe even find kinder ways to monetize their games. Or they just may get more clever, more tricky, and in turn make matters worse. Only time will tell. Either way, it's a step in the right direction for those poor parents with $4,000 of Google Play purchases on their credit cards. Next up, the king of MOBAs comes to mobile. All the MOBA fanatics rejoice. League of Legends is finally coming to mobile. And you have Tencent to thank for it, because of course it's Tencent. Apparently the game will be a direct port. All gameplay mechanics, even the graphics, will be the same. This sounds correct, since League of Legends can run on a potato. I may not be super duper excited, yet I know there are some of you who wouldn't mind reliving your LOL days on your mobile devices. Finally, out with the Ouya. Remember the Ouya? I won't judge you if you forgot about the dedicated tiny box meant for Android gaming. It was supposed to be the next big thing, a gaming box, complete with a controller, meant to play small Android games on your big TV. It was a demise from the get-go, and poor marketing didn't help. The company is ending all support for the system starting June 25th. Any games on the system will still play, yet any funds in your wallet need to be spent. While I am not surprised by this closure, in fact I'm confused why it didn't happen earlier, I do feel a sense of sadness. A lot of indie titles found success on this platform, and it could have been a great stepping stone for the Android gaming market. So if you have any money in the system, make sure you buy all the loot boxes before time runs out. RIP Ouya. So what do you folks think of these news stories? Do you want Fallout Shelter 2? Will the Google loot box policy change anything? Will League of Legends be a success? Or is the MOBA craze over? Who owns an Ouya? And what are your memories with the device? Leave a comment below, and let's discuss all the things that make us proud to be mobile gamers. As always, thanks for watching Tiny Little Games. Please subscribe to support my channel, like for more news, and ring that notification bell for video updates. Fun fact. Lately, I've been playing Yakuza Kiwami 2. I forgot how much I missed quirky Japanese action games.